Hi kids, welcome to robotics. We are a team at the high school and we build robotics for fun, as you can see from my robot and from the one behind me. We build robots and we fight in competitions based on the objective. Many different robots like mine have like a flipper, while say like that robot over there, F has a launcher, as most do. If you're into robotics, or if you're into brains building things, if you're into programming, or if you even want to get to know how to do any of these things, please join robotics, because you'll learn all of this, and also you'll get to enjoy a really fun hobby that I enjoy over the weekends.
Hi Raiders, I'm August Ryan.
I'm Jed Graham, and we're both freshmen that are on the robotics team, and I took the robotics class and I've really had a great time in it, and I would recommend anyone who's interested in robotics or coding to take the class.
Robotics is great because we can work on programming, building, and problem solving, and build cool robots like these.
Hi, my name is Grayson McTaggart, and this is actually one of the projects that you get to do in Robotics 1. It's the final project that you get to do in the class, and it's to design, 3D print, and code a robotic arm. This robotic arm has servo motors that compile and control these fingers here. Each finger is fully functional, and the idea of this is to show how robotics can be useful in prosthetics and how to use 3D printing in prosthetics as well. This is designed to either pick up a pencil or a soda can, and that is the whole premise of the project.
The MIS Student Leadership Club is partnering with SHM Architects for a CANstruction project to be built right here at MIS.
You may have seen these CANstructions at North Park or other public areas. They are structures made entirely from cans and packaged foods.
Students may submit design ideas, and then the SLC will vote on which one to build. If you're interested in submitting a design for consideration, find an SLC member to work with and turn your design in by Friday, February 8th. That's 1 week from today.
The theme for your design is On the Move. Be on the lookout for more information about the CAN Drive for our CANstruction project.
Hi, this is Mrs. Reinhardt, and I want to talk about having good manners when you're online. So this is called netiquette. Kind of like etiquette is having good manners, and netiquette is having good manners online. Always make sure that you wouldn't say anything online that you wouldn't say to a person's face. And online means whether you're collaborating on a document in Google Docs or Google Slides, or whether you are creating videos using Flipgrid or playing games online with other people. Whenever you send an email, you want to be clear in your subject line about what the subject of your email is about, and you want to be clear in the message. And you want to make sure that you're being very considerate of the person who you are sending the email to, and think about not hurting their feelings. Another thing you want to do when you're communicating with someone via text or via email is make sure that you use regular grammar rules and not write everything in uppercase, because that makes people think you're mad and that you're shouting at them. When you're having a discussion, and that could be a discussion maybe in Google Classroom, or maybe you're having kind of a discussion where you're leaving comments for your classmates in something like Flipgrid. You want to make sure that you stay on the topic of the discussion and that you continue the conversation that someone else started, and you stay on that topic. And you make connections to something you've learned in class. Maybe you want to say like, oh, well, that reminded me about the time we did the such and such lesson. You might want to challenge someone's point of view. That's okay. That's not considered rude. You might want to challenge them by saying, well, how do you know that the answer to that question is a certain thing? And you want to add to the discussion. Maybe you want to share a link to a website or make a connection about something in real life that is connected to that learning, or share a new idea. These are some great comment starters if you're responding to someone's comment in Google Classroom, because whenever you're collaborating with your classmates in an online learning environment, remember that you want to use these conversation starters to keep the discussion going. So you might say, I found myself wondering why blah, 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 or this makes me think of, or I wish I could understand why. So these are all really good comment starters to use when you're collaborating in a classroom environment online. And lastly, I just want to say that you should remember that anything you post online has the ability to become public and permanent. Because once you share it with someone else, you lose control of it because they could share it with the rest of the world. So think very carefully before you click and post. Stop and think. So take your time and think before you click.